Hello there, my beautiful and discarded underlings in the twisted nethery void. My name is Thorkazil the Cursed, and welcome to my new playthrough of FTL, Faster Than Light. I'm going to be running through this game because it's one of my favourite roguelike games of all time, and it's one of the games I can just nerd out to. Now, it contains a lot of the aspects about base management sort of deal. Now, well, pretty much the story is you're a part of the Federation, you're flying a ship through space to get to your Federation base and deliver a message about the incoming rebel fleet. And you have to get there avoiding all sorts of nasty events and encounters, including giant arachnids. Yay, I know I love giant arachnids. But anyway, let's just get started on some of the basics. This is my ship. There are plenty of other ships, and I have played this before, so I do have things like the Taurus and the Osprey. But I will not be using those right now, because I don't know how to use the Osprey very well. And I do know how to use the Kestrel very well, and the Taurus is just not my sort of vehicle. It's not any damage sort of vehicle. But the Kestrel, anyway, it's the most basic, it's the easiest to understand, and it has most of the basic compartments. You've got your engine bay, your oxygen, your weapons, your shield, your med bay, your doors, your surveillance cameras, and your driver. And you've got all these little people to manage them all together. Now, one of the things that's really good is when a person's in a room, it has a little bonus effect. As in, if someone was in this little med bay room, it would increase the healing done to everyone else in the room. If someone is in the weapons room, the weapons recharge a lot faster, and you'll get that once you get into the game. So we're just going to start out with the Kestrel, and we are going to rename it something a little bit more fitting. Perfect. But it looks like we're about ready to go, and I'm going to be playing on easy, because I played this before, and normal is just insanely difficult. I might bump it up to normal once I get further and further into this playthrough, but not right now. And advanced edition content, I never knew what that added because I never turned it off. I don't know why I'd ever want to turn it off. But, let's go. And that's just a reminder of the story and a tip, pausing space. So this game is somewhat turn-based, if it's a lazy sort of turn-based, but I'll explain that later once we get into an actual combat situation. Let's get my weapons charged up just in case there is a random combat situation. Now, as the menu, you've got your health bar, you've got your scrap, which is money, your fuel, your missiles, and your drones. Now, as we jump to the... I don't want to go to a store. And this is the sector map. It shows you all the stars or beacons you can jump to. And you pretty much just have to go to the exit, which is a long-range beacon jumper dealio, which will get you into the next sector. And you keep doing that and that and that until you get to your Federation base. So I'm going to jump to here, and I don't want to go to a store early on because I've got no money anyway, and it would just be... just not worth it. Here we are, our first event. You come out of the jump to see laser blasts coming from the other side of the beacon. It looks like someone is under attack from pirates. Do I want to aid them or stay out of it? Oh, I so want to aid them. I want to get into a fight. And see, we're fighting a pirate ship which has little to no health and one shield, so this is going to be easy. Now, the Artemis is a missile weapon. Missile weapons have the ability to go through shields. But laser weapons, they have to penetrate shields. My burst laser, I think it fires 3 shots, so it can go through one shield and can hit that system. But it's all randomly generated, so it can completely... oh no, it can completely dick you over. But then again, you get most of these. So I've shut down their shields and their missiles, or their weapons, so they can't attack me. So I'm just going to sit back and not use the Artemis, because the Artemis uses missiles. And just win the fight. Not very hard. And I got some missiles, some scrap, and some drone parts. And one of the things these guys do is that if a system is damaged, like it's red or orange, you have to repair it. And if you don't repair it, then it's going to lay there just unusable. Jump to this story, no, I'm not going to use it. And then there's other things that can happen to your ship when you get attacked. There's only one other ship at the beacon, and it's showing heavy damage. You receive a message from the console. Greetings, traveler. We're crippled by a band of pirates and are now forced to sell our remaining valuables and equipment and necessary supplies to get us home. Haha, I won't take advantage of them. Ooh, that looks worth it. But anyway, it prevents your weapon fire from disrupting your cloak, but I don't have a cloak. Ugh. Decide on that later. But anyway, there's other things that can happen to your ship, like fires. Fires are annoying to deal with and damage your crew, so I usually just open the doors out to space so it sucks all the air out and sucks all the fire out. But then you can get breaches, which suck all the air out and are incredibly difficult to repair, so when things are low on oxygen, your crew will die because they are, you know, human. But I don't think I want those cloak weapons, so we'll go jump to the next sector. An especially well-armed pirate ship approaches you. Hand over one of your crew members and the rest of you can go free. Ha! We will never surrender to one of our crew to slavers. Why would I draw straws on that? So dumb. But anyway, the usual tactic that I follow is burst lasers on the weapon, Artemis on their shields. And then and if it all goes well and it all doesn't screw me over, then we win. And one of the reasons why I do like this game is the way it screws it over, because I know I like a good hard screwing in my games. I love when it's unfair and based on RNG. But it's still fun anyway, and I still like to play this game. It's really, really fun. Setup almost crashed. But anyway, let's continue firing on these guys. Oh no, their shields are powering up. But since I don't want to use any more of my missiles, I'll just use my burst lasers to hopefully go through the shield and hit the shield. Oh look. And the enemy seems to be powering up its FTL, so that means they're going to try and, jump away. So you either fire at the driver to kill the driver or destroy the driving bay, or you fire at the engines. It's much easier to fire at the engines. But anyway, they're dead, so yay. No surrender, etc. And I got some fuel drone parts and scrap. So I guess we'll jump to a nebula. There are lots of areas like nebulas, they have a chance to contain ion storms, but thankfully this one doesn't. But nebulas are... Popular mantis. Oh, bastards. Well, too bad for them. But the reasons you want to go into nebulas is... Did you see that little red dome on the side of the screen? Oh, wrong weapon. That red dome is the rebel fleet advancing on your position. If you get caught in that, you're going to just... Every single encounter is going to be with a rebel ship. Even before you get into that little danger zone, you're going to start getting attacked by a lot of the rebel flagships, which just completely destroy you. Especially early on. And that's one of the reasons why I want to go through nebulas, because they can't chase you. They can chase you into nebulas, but it slows them down significantly. Oh, well, that was easy. Nothing much. Let's get out of here. One of the problems with going to nebulas is that there's a chance that there's an ion storm, and ion storms drop half of your energy gauge, which is on the down low here. Hidden within a nebula. Yay, so that means I'm going to be hidden from this massive incoming rebel fleet. And you see? Whoop. Rebels have control of this location. Very dangerous. So no, you don't want to go there. Well, I'm just going to the same area, but I think I want to take the dangerous route this time. He said as his ship got torn into bits and flown into rubble in space. Yay. This one seems pretty chill. And one of the things you got to do before jumping to some things is map ahead, because sometimes I've jumped to little nodes like this and they're just like, oh, you can only jump there, which can only jump there, and then you got to take a really roundabout route to the exit. So make doubly sure that your path is going to lead you to the exit, and is not going to dick you about. This is why I want to rename the game, the Dicking You About Simulator. Like many areas in Zoltan space, the residents of this sector prepared well for the galactic war. The military here seem to have given up on reasoning with foreigners, preferring instead to... Oh no. Now, one of the differences, I don't know where this little augmentation to the ship is, but you can get your shields buffed with a health bar. I believe it's repairable, or I believe it regens after each jump. But this little health bar pretty much stops you from your lasers, like laser ships, from just completely destroying you and going past your shields. So I've got to attack it a minimum number of times before I can even, get through that little health bar of the shield. And I'm getting destroyed. Let's see if I can find my Artemis on something good. Keep firing on weapons since I've only got the basic shield now, thank Christ. And now they don't even have that. So I should be doing better, but they keep firing on my doors. How dare you. And this is pretty much in the bag. I cannot lose this at this point. They do not have weapons and they do not have shields, so all I need to do is just wait for my little lasers to fire back up. And easy win. Goddamn Zoltan knee-jerk reaction, bastards. How dare they have a knee-jerk reaction to an outside threat? Social commentary. But anyway, let's go into upgrading my ship before we end this episode. We'll probably be ending this after this sector. But for now, I want to upgrade my shield using 50 scrap so that I can get these 2 shield barriers. Which is, 2 upgrades up, which is really dumb. I don't see why they don't just make me pay 50 to get it. But then again, I think I remembered why. I have to buy 2 power bars to power up each shield, so yeah, that's probably why. So now I'm completely out of power. I've got 3 power to weapons, 1 to oxygen, 1 to health, 1 to engines, and 4 to shields. And these are little subsystems, they don't ever require energy to function. So if you do get shut down, you're out of energy, they just function anyway, thank Christ for that. But notice that oxygen is not one of them. So there is a high chance that your oxygen is going to get knocked out by an enemy ship. Emergency, all ships in range, we are under attack. The frequency matches a nearby Zoltan ship. You move in on their pursuer. You take intervention. Really? You're not gonna float that by me, Captain. You're not gonna float by and just go, oh yeah, hey, by the way, we're gonna attack this ship. It's like, okay. It's not like I wanted to be the good party, but whatever. Let's just fire on the ship and get it over with. And as you get more and more sectors in, these shields get more and more, as in, I've gotten to a Sector 5 aggressive zone and they've had nothing but, they've had nothing but 5 shielded ships in there. That was where I lost. They offer you some of their cargo to let you live. That is a good deal. I'm gonna take that deal. Yeah, see, usually I don't accept surrender, but then again, if you don't accept surrender, you're usually gonna get a different haul, so... They probably have given you, like, robot parts and maybe some fuel and some scrap, so no. Buy fuel for scrap? No, I'm up to 17. I don't think I need it. Also be careful, sometimes when you ignore those stations, they will attack you. They're dicks like that. Never accept from those people, kids. Never fly by in space and accept shit from them. You arrive at a Zoltan research facility. They say they are researching genetic distortion due to stasis sleep and prolonged FTL travel. Huh. Oh. Oh, boo. Oh, and I'm going to reveal one of my cheat methods for fighting. Gather all your troops in the med bay. Unlock all the doors using this button. So you double click that button. And you open up all the doors, close all the ones in the med bay, and you're pretty much just going to let them suffocate. It is completely cruel and hilarious, and which is why I love using it. Oh no, crap. I'm going to go fire on the weapons. I don't think I need more of their weapons. There we go, critical damage to weapons, thank Christ. And do I want to use... maybe if their weapons come back on the line, I'll use my Artemis again. And since they shut down my weapon system, which is really annoying, my weapons don't auto-charge. So I'm pretty screwed and I have to wait for my... and I actually have to manually go click on this and get it to charge back up. But I don't think I'm going to use any more of my missiles. I think I'm just going to keep firing on the ship. Ooh, let's hope I can make that in time. Because any sort of laser weapon is a chance to cause fire in your, ship. And as the once brilliant cavemen said, fire bad. Fire very indeed bad. And very easy, and this is what I get for helping people. This is why I don't help people. But at least I got some stuff, and at least I got more stuff from those little bastards on the ship who wanted to, con me. Yeah, bastards. But I think I'm going to go visit a store instead of just dropping off and going into the exit. I have about 100 scraps, so yeah, it's going to be pretty good. And I also have something to sell, a defense drone. Now the reason I can't use my defense drone is because I don't have a drone system, and I don't want a drone system, because all the drones I've gotten have all been shit. There's one ion damage instant. That's interesting, but that would require more power. Only one more power. That does sound very interesting, but I don't think I want that. An additional projectile. Charged weapons can be charged multiple times to generate more firepower. You can save time and fire the weapon prematurely, but it will have fewer shots ready as a result. Ooh. How's my health doing? I think I'll get that charge laser. Ooh. I think I might want to upgrade my ship a little bit. Oh no. I'm gonna need 50 scrap to do anything. So let's hope I get some enemy ships and I can harvest some scrap off them. What appears to be Zoltan's science ship requests permission to dock. Fine. Yay! I got stuff from it. Yay, first time in a millennia. Ooh, a distress beacon. It's got a path to the exit. Oh. An asteroid field. An asteroid over the mess. Your presence here will continue to be tolerated, but please do not interfere. There's a mantis pirate. I think I'm going to take out... I think I'm going to save the Zoltans. Because fuck pirates, am I right? Fuck pirates. And oh no, they have teleport. And that little bay down there is a little teleporter, so they're going to be teleporting guys in anytime soon now. Like him. And he's in my med bay. You bastard, get out of my med bay. Fight me IRL, scrub. And I think it's time to chill out a little bit and just deal with the threats as they come. And see, when I'm in the med bay, I'm just getting my crew get constantly healed while also fighting off intruders, which is why you want to lock the med bay down and maybe the doors if you've got, like, more crew members. Oh look, asteroids helped. Yay for asteroids. As you save them, you get bonus scrap. Yay. Warning, intruders detected. Yeah, your ship's kind of dead. I think he should have given up right now. He has given up. Poor man. Well, poor little crab thingy. Oh no. And if you're in any sort of danger zone, you've always got to wait for your FTL to charge up in those danger zones. Asteroids are annoying because they take out your shield, and if well timed and completely against you, you get dead from it. Very easy to get dead from them. And you can't upgrade your ship in an asteroid field, which is really, really annoying. Really annoying. But let's get the hell out of here. And I think it's about time. Oh no, you see a civilian space station. Oh yes, sell drone for scrap. Fuck yeah, I'm not using drones. Let's upgrade that once more, and I need 2 more power bars. And boo, I'm not going to be able to do that. But anyway, let's see what's in store for the next episode in the next sector. Oh, I'm so going to that rebel controlled area. I need stuff so bad. But anyway, I think I'm going to have to end this episode here. Thank you all for watching, and if you have any comments on this game or how my recording's going, because I am just starting out as a Let's Player, so any sort of constructive commentary about this, about my commentary, meta, if you have any commentary about that, please leave it down in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.